The Evansville Museum of Arts, History, and Science welcomes the scientist in residence, Jeffrey Bennett. He's here with the Director of Science Experiences, Mitch Lumens. Good to see both of you this morning.
Thank you so much for having us here.
Welcome to Evansville.
Thank you.
And the Tri-State. Mitch, tell us a bit about the Scientist in Residence program and what the experience is like.
Angie, the museum has had a in-residence program for artists and historians for several years, and we invited Dr. Bennett to be our very first scientist in residence in 2024.
Wow, how wonderful, and congratulations on that. So what's your task? What are you tasked with when you're here?
Well, I've been already yesterday. I visited 2 different schools, and I'll be at another one today, a couple more tomorrow, I think, and talking to teachers as well, and talking to the public tomorrow night, and trying to get everybody really fired up about these eclipses coming up, particularly the big one next April.
And we are excited because we're right in the proper spot, right? I mean,
yes,
where we need to be. So what do you want the public to know, and how do you want to generate that excitement?
Well, I think there's kind of 2 things I want the public to really know about this for your audience here. First is how incredibly exciting it is to see a total solar eclipse, but also because of where your viewers are located, it's really important to understand that the difference between 100% totality and 99.9% partial eclipse is literally the difference between night and day. So you're going to have a lot of people. I have this app people can look at for totality, and it'll tell you exactly what you're going to see at your location. And if your location says you're getting 99% partial eclipse, then you have an important job next April 8th, which is drive a short distance to where you get full totality, because it really is the difference between night and day. In totality, it'll be dark. You'll see planets and stars. You'll see the sun's corona. At 99.9%, the sky's still pretty bright. You have to keep your eclipse glasses on to be safe. So get to the path of totality. Evansville's ready to welcome everybody.
And we are really stoked about this opportunity. We were in Madisonville several years ago for that experience, and so here to have this again so close to home is exciting. So this app is called Totality.
It's called Totality, yes. Okay. And it's free. It's on both the Android and iOS stores, and should be very, very easy to use, I hope.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably pretty easy. So Totality is the app. So Mitch, what's the museum going to do to really ramp up the fun for viewers?
Well, in the run-up to the total solar eclipse, the museum will have a planetarium show. We have the best planetarium, I think, in the area, and we'll have a show where you can learn about the circumstances of the eclipse that Dr. Bennett described, and we'll have an exhibition, a place where you can learn about the history of eclipses and how to prepare for it. And everybody needs to get ready, and the best way I can think is to visit the museum between August and next April 8th, 2024, and see a planetarium show or check out the show in the exhibit area.
Well, thank you for that, for just adding to the overall excitement. And I have a question for you that you said if you were at 99.9% totality and 100%, what's that distance in miles typically?
Well, I mean, it can be quite short. It can be just a few miles, so it depends on exactly where you are, and that's why it's important to get the exact point. And the closer, yes, get the app.
Get the app.
And of course, the closer you are to the center line, the longer the totality will be. For example, right here, it's 2.5 minutes, I checked before I came in, whereas over by the museum there, it's 3 minutes.
And if I may chime in, if you're in Owensboro, it's no minutes, so you need to get west.
Okay, so, well, thank you both. So glad you were here. Are you going to come back in April?
I haven't decided where I'm going to be yet, but somewhere along that path, I'll be there for sure.
We'll be happy to see you again. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you, Mitch. We'll be back with more local lifestyles right after this. Stay with us. Get the app. Totality.